Hey mama, if you're listening to this, you might be carrying a secret that feels too heavy to speak out loud. You look like you got it all together, you serve at church, maybe you even lead a Bible study. You smile when you drop off the kids, but no one sees the other side of you, the one that comes out behind closed doors. At home, you are a completely different person. You yell, you explode, you scream at your kids, sometimes in their face. You tell them to shut up. You grab them too harshly. You throw things across the room. You smack them in anger, twist their ears, spank them in rage, and immediately after, you are hit with a tidal wave of shame. You cry alone in your room and you whisper, "God, what is wrong with me?" You feel scared and disgusted by your own reactions. You're terrified that someone might find out. You wonder if your kids would be better off without you. You feel unworthy, broken, and too far gone to be redeemed. You try to fix this on your own. You listen to podcasts, parenting books, download freebies, but nothing changes. You keep falling back into the same patterns, and it feels like you are stuck in a cycle that you can't break. You don't trust yourself anymore, and if you're honest, you are afraid of who you've become. But here's the truth, Mama. You are not beyond hope. You're not alone, and with God's help and the right support, you can change. I'm Elizabeth, a mom of 4 and an anger management coach for Christian moms. And inside my Calm Christian Mom coaching program, I guide women just like you through a powerful transformation. This isn't shallow behavior management. We go deep. We address your triggers, your stress, your mindset, your nervous system, and the spiritual root behind your patterns. We invite God into every layer and walk hand in hand towards healing. In just 12 weeks, you can become a completely different mom, unrecognizable. One who leads with patience, not panic. One whose children feel emotionally safe around her. You don't have to keep living like this. Your family is worth healing, and so are you. I have received several messages from moms that are asking me to help them choose between the Calm Christian Mom coaching program or the Renewed Mindset course, and which one will serve them better. In today's podcast episode, I'm going to cover what is included in each, what is the difference in support, and why there is such a big price difference between the Renewed Mindset course and 12-week Calm Christian Mom coaching program. So just last week, I enrolled a mama to Calm Christian Mom coaching program, and I'm going to describe the things that she felt. And if this is you, that means this coaching program is specifically designed for you. So I created Calm Christian Mom coaching program 2 years ago, and it is specifically designed for a Christian mom that is desperate for help. If you've tried the courses, if you've read the books, if you've listened to podcasts and you feel like nothing is working, maybe you've seen a little bit of progress, but you just keep going back to your old ways of reacting and you constantly experience out of control anger, then this program is for you. So if this is where you're at, I'm going to describe certain examples, then Calm Christian Mom coaching program is for you, and I will explain why. Your rage episodes are out of control, and you experience rage episodes weekly, if not daily, where you completely lose control and you literally don't even care in that moment when you lose control what your words and actions are doing and how damaging and destructive they are to your family. It's like you get to that point in your brain where you're like, I don't even care. I know what I'm doing is destructive, but right now, I don't care. And then as soon as that episode is over, you're filled with shame, remorse, and regret. You absolutely hate the way that you show up as a mom. You cannot wait until the day is over and your kids are in bed, and you dread the next day. You wish your life away, thinking that your family is literally better off without you. You are one way at work or in church and a completely different person at home. It's like something comes over you. As soon as you come home, there's a switch. You treat your family way worse than you treat other people that don't really matter to you. You are a completely different person, especially around your kids. Maybe even things happen behind closed doors when your husband is not there that you feel ashamed to tell him. If your neighbors were watching you and they were able to see what is actually going on behind closed doors, you would be filled with so much shame and remorse. You are sick and tired of being the mean mom who is absolutely nasty and ugly towards her kids. And at the same time, you feel completely stuck. You don't see a way out. It's like you are lost in a forest and you don't know which way to go. You've maybe tried therapy and maybe you read books and you tried tools, but you cannot seem to implement them in the moment. It's like everything you know goes out the window when you hit rage. You are filled with crippling fear that your kids will grow up to hate you and will not want to be around you, that your relationship with your kids will be damaged, and you can already see that right now. You cannot manage your temper in the moment, and you lose control very easily over the smallest things. It's like one small thing sends you over the edge, and you completely lose your mind. Your husband says, hey, I think you need help. There are real big issues here going on, and I think you need some real help and support. You need someone to hold you accountable and tell you step by step every week what to work on, to check in with you, to have access to a coach Monday through Friday and have the weekly calls. And the reason is because you feel too overwhelmed to do this on your own. It just feels like too much. You need someone to literally hold your hand and guide you step by step. And the thought of what's going to happen in 5 years from today really brings you to tears. You are filled with fear that your marriage will fall apart, that your kids are not going to want to be around you. And the idea of that just makes you cry. There are many days where you cry yourself to sleep at the end of the day because of the way that you treated your family. You feel hopeless, you feel unfixable, and you feel stuck. So my friend, if that is you, then Calm Christian Mom Coaching Program was specifically designed for you. And here are the details about the program. Calm Christian Mom Coaching Program is a 12-week group coaching program that helps you get to the root of explosive anger, manage it, and renew your mind by empowering you to respond intentionally with kind words and actions so you can nourish your relationship with your kids and create a calm and peaceful home. This coaching program comes with 100% money back guarantee. Here are the main things that we work on. Proactively, we work on lowering your stress levels so you have more emotional capacity for triggering moments. And there's weeks and weeks of proactive work in this coaching program because you need the capacity to implement the tools. Then the second half of the program, we work on implementing emotional regulation and anger management tools so you can avoid exploding in anger on your family members. But because we did so much proactive work for weeks before that, you don't even get to the point of rage that much. And if you do, it's nowhere clear, nowhere near the intensity of what it used to be. And then the last part of the coaching program, we work a lot learning how to take your negative thoughts captive and redirecting them so then you have a positive attitude and empowered mindset in hard circumstances and challenging moments with your kids. I'm going to go into a little bit more depth what is covered in the Calm Christian Mom Coaching Program so you know what you're going to be working on. We're going to be learning how to understand what happens in your brain when you feel angry so you know exactly what's contributing to your triggers and how to manage them. We're going to learn how to proactively regulate your nervous system and calm your stress response by focusing on what is in your control. And so we lower your overall stress levels so then you have capacity when things do not go your way. By the way, there's a lot of things in your control. You might think, oh, I can't really control this, I can't really control that, but really there's a lot of things in your control that you can do. I will teach you how to process and release emotions on a regular basis so you can cope with stress and anger and overwhelm in a healthy and effective way. A lot of times we reach our capacity really quickly is because we are suppressing our emotions and we do not actually process and release them in a healthy way. I will teach you how to rewire your brain to remain calm in triggering moments instead of reacting in anger so you can set a positive example for your kids. I will teach you specifically how to do that on paper, what to think, say, and do in a hard circumstance. So when it does come, you know what to do and your brain created a pathway in the brain what to do. Instead of like, well, I know I don't want to yell. I know I don't want to scream. Well, what do you want to do? You got to teach your brain what to do in a calm state. You are going to learn how to take your negative thoughts captive so you can feel peaceful, calm, and stable and empowered as a mom. I will teach you how to remain calm and regulated with your kids when they are having big emotions, so you can model emotional stability and grow a safe relationship with your kids. And we are going to overcome mom guilt and shame and negative self-talk so you can believe and know that you are the best mom for your kids. Here's what is included in the Calm Christian Mom Coaching Program. You have pre-recorded video trainings every week. So you have a step-by-step process, knowing exactly what to work on each week so you can become the peaceful mom you desire to be. The video trainings are dripped every week. There's about 3 to 4 videos every single week that are about 10 to 12 minutes long. Each video comes with reflection questions, so you can reflect on your actions and actually make intentional changes moving forward with your relationship with your kids. It's different than just listening to a podcast episode or just watching a video. You're actually reflecting and pondering on your actions and making intentional choices moving forward. We have live weekly group coaching calls so you can stay on track in the coaching program and continue to implement the material to grow into the mom that God is calling you to be. For 12 weeks, you have Monday through Friday access directly to me through a messaging app where you have that support, accountability, and answers to any individual questions so you feel supported along the way. And Monday through Friday, I will check in with you 3 times a week. I reach out to you and message you and say, hey, how's it going? How are things going? We send each other voice messages or voice notes, and you can send video. And this is where you actually submit your homework assignments and your reflection questions by taking a picture of them and sending it over to me. And so you have direct access to me if something comes up, if you're having a hard morning, you had a rough day with the kids and you did not handle yourself well, or you're stuck in a negative spiral, mental spiral, you reach out to me. And my promise is that I will respond to you within a couple hours, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. You have lifetime access to the trainings so you can refresh your skills and your mindset anytime in the future. And you'll also get 3 private sessions with me in the beginning of the program, middle, and at the end. So you get customized one-on-one support and accountability to reach your goals faster. When you enroll, you get bonuses. One of the bonuses that you get is a stress relief package that is mailed to your house. And this package includes a journal, some pens, some lotion, a candle, a book called Triggers on Anger and Motherhood, bath salts, calming essential oils, and calming herbal tea. The second bonus that is included is when you join, you get a 90-day follow-up call. I want to make sure that when you graduate the coaching program, that you are still implementing the things that you learned. So at 90-day mark, I will reach out to you after you graduated and have you schedule a one-on-one call with me so we can go over the progress that you've made and any questions or anything that has come along the way. The length of the program is 12 weeks long. The daily commitment is 30 minutes. That's between watching the video trainings and your journaling. Every week on Thursdays, 1:30 p.m. Eastern and 7:30 p.m. Eastern, we have group calls that last 90 minutes long. What you can expect from me as a coach, because you get a lot of support and accountability in this package, and we work very closely together. I will respond to your messages Monday through Friday within a couple hours during day hours. I will personally reach out to you 3 times a week for support and accountability, asking you how you're doing with the coursework. How can I pray for you? How are you doing emotionally? How did the weekend go? How are you able to implement the work that you are learning in this coaching program? We have the weekly live coaching calls. You have 3 private sessions with me. You can expect me to pray over you, encourage you, support you, keep you accountable, and give you answers to any individual questions. I pray over my clients every single day. I have a daily rhythm where I will go on daily walks and I will pray over all my clients. And sometimes you reach out to me and you're like, hey, I'm just having a really hard day. And there's not a lot that I can give you besides listening to you and just praying over you and just having someone on the other end, because I cannot change your circumstances. I can only teach you how to shift your perspective. I can pray over you, encourage you, and give you some practical guidance in what you can do that is in your control, but we cannot change the circumstances. And sometimes the circumstances are really hard. And you get the support from somebody who has walked through this journey herself, learned along the way, and can guide you to transform your motherhood. I guarantee the transformation in this coaching program. Here's the difference between passive courses and books and a coaching program. Passive courses, the completion rate is very low of people that actually implement. Go through the whole course and implement it. And that's why I haven't had a passive course for a very long time, because a passive course is not going to serve this mama that I just described who is in desperate state. It will not serve her. Less than 2% of the people complete passive courses. And if you buy a book on anger management, less than 0.5% implement book knowledge. But when you have that coach that you work with so intimately and the supportive community, and have somebody that you can reach out Monday through Friday, you have the weekly calls, your success rate goes to 95%. I kid you not. And because you have a step-by-step process, because you have one-on-one and group support, because you have messaging access to me Monday through Friday, and I reach out to you and ask you how you're doing and answer your questions, because you have weekly reflection questions with all the videos, because you have a community of other women, you're not doing this on your own. There's moms on these group coaching calls that are working through the same thing that you're working through and are steps ahead of you and can share their wins. And it's so encouraging for you. The program comes with a 100% money back guarantee. I truly believe and know that if you follow the steps in the process, I guarantee you will going to reach the goals that you set for yourself in the beginning of the coaching program. And if you do not, I will give you a full refund at week 12. So far, I have a 100% satisfaction rate from those mamas that completed the coaching program. The full investment at this time of the recording is $39.97. The price will go up in the new year in 2026 when I am done re-recording and updating the whole program. I will be doing that in the new year. There are 3-month payment plans and there's extended payment plans through Affirm or PayPal when you go through the checkout. I just described to you who Calm Christian Mom Coaching Program is for. It is for the mama who is desperate for change and is ready to start making changes today to transform inside out and fight the battle of anger so her kids don't have to. If that is you, then Calm Christian Mom Coaching Program is for you. If you need that support and accountability, I got you. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the Renewed Mindset course because that is different than the Calm Christian Mom Coaching Program. So Renewed Mindset course is a self-paced, faith-based course for Christian moms who want to renew their negative thoughts about their children, cultivate an empowered mindset, and rewire their automatic reactions into intentional, Christ-like responses in everyday motherhood. So the Renewed Mindset course, the content from it is a third of the Calm Christian Mom Coaching Program. If you remember, in the Calm Christian Mom Coaching Program, in the third section, we learn all about renewing our mind. Well, I take that section out, and right now I am in the process of re-recording everything, and it's going to become the mindset course all on its own. So again, it is not the full Calm Christian Mom Coaching Program. It's just a portion of it, just the mindset piece. And I will cover and I will share with you what you're going to learn in the course. Here's the key differences though, between Calm Christian Mom Coaching Program and the Renewed Mindset course. The Renewed Mindset course comes with 14-day money-back guarantee. If you go through the course and you really don't like it, and you feel like it does not serve you in this season of motherhood at all, it's not what you thought it was going to be, I will give you your money back. It is 5 weeks long. It's designed for you to go through it within 5 weeks. The focus is mindset renewal. It's all about your thoughts that lead to your feelings and that lead to your actions. It's not about stress management. Well, obviously your thoughts can create stress, but we're not focusing on the practical aspect of things. We're really focusing on the mindset aspect of things. And I will cover the topics that we will cover. You get lifetime access to the course. There's no coaching calls with the Renewed Mindset course. It's a passive course. You buy it and you go through it on your own time. There is no accountability or personal support. You just do it at your own time. And it is ideal for disciplined moms who have taken courses in the past and were able to complete and implement them without support and accountability. Right now, in December of 2025, the price is $299. And the price is going to go up in January when the course fully launches and releases. So here's what we are going to cover in this course. In week 1, you're going to learn about your motherhood identity and automatic negative thoughts. You will get clear on who you are as a mom and what kind of mom God is calling you to be. You're going to create an empowered I am statement that's going to align with your mindset and with God's truth. And so you're going to write that I am statement every single day. You're going to speak it over yourself in the mirror every single day to rewire your brain to think about yourself from a positive and empowered perspective. I will teach you how to create a vision for your motherhood so you can proactively prepare for challenging moments. You are going to proactively journal in your journal, and I will give you prompts what you're going to think, say, and do in challenging circumstances with your kids. So then when the moment comes, your brain is like, oh, we practiced this on paper. I know what to do. And it's all going to be positive and present tense and pleasing to the Lord. We are going to learn how to identify your automatic negative thoughts and replace them with truth, because your thoughts lead to your feelings and your feelings lead to your actions. In week 2, you're going to learn about limiting beliefs, shame, and false guilt. You're going to recognize the limiting beliefs that rob your patience. You have beliefs in your mind. A belief is a thought that you think over and over again, something that you believe is true. Something that you believe is true, and you have a lot of beliefs about yourself, about your children, about their behavior that is literally putting so much pressure and unrealistic expectations and literally robbing your patience. You're going to recognize them, and we're going to challenge those beliefs and change them. We're going to learn how to overcome negative self-talk, guilt, and shame. And so you can walk in God's grace and reflect with curiosity and not condemnation. Instead of condemnation on yourself when you have a hard moment and you end up reacting with your kids. We are going to silence the comparison, self-criticism, and false guilt. A lot of us have false guilt that is not serving us, that we put on ourselves just because of what we think things should be like. In week 3, we are going to cover victim mentality and unmet expectations. This is going to be so good. You're going to recognize when you're blaming, complaining, and justifying your actions. And you're going to learn how to take responsibility and ownership of your actions so you feel empowered instead of helpless. You're going to learn how to handle unmet expectations and how to adjust your expectations even in the moment when your kids misbehave, using mindset to help you stay calm and reduce your frustration. You're going to practice self-control instead of other control, because when you're trying to control other people and circumstances, which are out of your control, that produces a lot of frustration. So we are going to redirect your mind to self-control instead of other control. You are going to learn in week 4 how to have an empowered and patient mindset, how to have positive, resilient, Christ-like centered attitude when things do not go your way. When you thought your day was going to go a certain way and now it's not, how to adjust and be adaptive and flexible to have a good attitude even when something doesn't go your way. How to have a patient mindset. There's so many mindset shifts that I teach you in this course that literally like a shift in your brain that will enormously increase your patience and the way that you handle moments with your kids. How to have a curious mindset, because anger and curiosity cannot coexist. If you are judging your children or your spouse or others, that is filled with a lot of frustration. But when you change judgment into curiosity, you have compassion and understanding. And I teach you exactly how to shift your perspective with that. And in week 5, we cover about gratitude, grace, and life-giving words. How to have a mindset of gratitude. Right now, you're probably often complaining, feeling like a lot of things are not going your way. And maybe you're grumpy a lot. And how can you have a mindset of gratitude and be grateful for what you do have? Look for the good in your husband and your kids. How to have grace over perfection, because if you have perfection standards for yourself and others, that puts a lot of pressure on yourself and others. And how do we focus on progress instead of perfection? And how do we focus on how to shift our thinking from I should be doing more, my kids should be perfect, and reframing it to I'm doing the best that I can with the time and energy and the season that I'm in, and my kids are also doing their best too. How to exchange negative words that are critical to life-giving words over your husband and your children. It is uncomfortable to speak life-giving words over your husband and your kids and yourself if you've never done that. And I teach you how to go past that discomfort. So by the end of the course, if you actually follow through and you implement the things that you're learning, you will think differently about motherhood and your role as a mom, so you can show up each day with confidence, peace, and purpose. You will respond to your kids with calm and intention instead of automatic frustration, so you can build a home filled with safety, trust, and connection. You will let go of the guilt, shame, and walk in grace, so you can finally feel free, forgiven, and aligned with how God sees you. You will see challenges through the lens of faith and growth, so you can handle hard moments without losing your peace, and feel lighter and more grounded and renewed in your mind, so you can enjoy motherhood again and experience lasting joy. So what is included in the course? 5 weeks of content that is released to you right away, 3 video modules every single week. You have reflection questions with each video lesson and journaling prompts. You have daily mindset reset checklist, so you can stay consistent and keep your thoughts anchored in peace throughout the day. You have mindset swaps, literally a list of negative thoughts and positive thoughts, how to swap those negative thoughts. You have audio affirmation recordings. I recorded 4 audio affirmations that you listen to when you're getting ready for the day or when you're getting ready for bed. One faith-based, one is general, positive motherhood affirmations, one is for self-care, and one is when you had a hard day as a mom and your mind is filled with shame and guilt for making poor choices as a mom, how to not go down that spiral and keep your mind in the right place. And you get lifetime access to all the content. So listen, the Renewed Mindset course is not for the mama who is desperate for help. Maybe you've already done courses in the past and you found great progress with them. You've read the books, you've seen positive changes, and you are not in a desperate place where you're like, I need somebody to hold my hand. You're in a place where you struggle with your negative mindset. You see how it's affecting your attitude. You hate that it's feeding the way that you show up as a mom, and you're ready to work on yourself and do the deeper work. but you're not in a place where you're completely desperate, where you need that hand holding. That is who the Renewed Mindset course is created for. So right now, as I'm recording in December, there is an option when you purchase the Renewed Mindset course to upgrade to live VIP coaching. So in January, when I release the course, I will do a live walkthrough of it. You will get access to the course material on a Sunday, and on a Tuesday evening, I will be doing a little summary of the lessons that were covered in week 1, and then I will do Q&A for the mamas that came and upgraded to the live. When you sign up to the live upgrade, it's going to allow you to come to live group coaching calls, and you get to ask me individual questions. You are so much more likely to go through the coursework when you're working alongside other moms who are actually implementing and doing this work together with you. I do not want you to purchase this course and for it to sit in your inbox. I actually want you to show up and do the work. And so that's why I created the live walkthrough that's why I created the live walkthrough that is an option for you when I first launch this course. So my friend, I hope that clears up the difference between Calm Christian Mom Coaching Program and the Renewed Mindset course. Calm Christian Mom Coaching Program is for Christian mom that is desperate to get help and support for her anger. She's tried everything and nothing has worked. And she needs that hand holding. The next step for you is to book a free consultation call. And on that call, you and I get to know each other a little bit better. I ask you some questions to help me understand your situation better. And if I feel like my program is the next best step, I will share the details about it. And then we enroll, sign the contract, schedule your first one-on-one call, and start working in the Calm Christian Mom Coaching Program. The Renewed Mindset course, you can just purchase it all on your own. You do not need a consultation call. The link is in the show notes. And right now, I would highly encourage you to upgrade to the VIP where you get the live coaching walkthrough. You're so much more likely to actually go through the course when you're doing it with other moms, and you get the live Q&A where you get to come to the calls and I answer your specific questions. So that is it. Hopefully that cleared up the difference between the two, and it gives you more clarity if the Calm Christian Mom Coaching Program is for you or the Renewed Mindset course. Until next time. Hey mama, do you find yourself snapping over the smallest things, like spilled milk or constant whining, then feeling horrible afterwards? If you're tired of losing your temper and you want to show up with more patience, I have something for you. It's a free training called How to Be More Patient with Your Kids so you're not screaming over spilled milk. Inside, I'll walk you through 10 simple things you can start doing today to become a calmer, more Christ-like mom, even on the hard days. To get it for free, just leave a rating and review on Apple Podcasts and send a screenshot to hello@emotionallyhealthylegacy.com. Or if you'd rather skip the wait, you can grab it right now for just $27. The link is in the show notes. Let's help you become the peaceful, patient mom your kids need.